This man here is a genius because with only 50 videos, they've grown a YouTube channel to over 800k subscribers. This isn't just from a lucky upload. Every single one of their videos is getting tens of millions of views. This is because they're following a secret viral formula that I'll show you in this video. This isn't just YouTube. On TikTok, they're still getting millions of views. And because each video is over 1 minute long, they're making tens of thousands of dollars from every single video. A lot of people assume making this content is very hard due to the animation. But if you follow the steps in this video, I'll prove to you that it's genuinely a lot easier than you think. To show you the proof, here's what I made in 10 minutes. This guy robbed an armored truck and then asked the bank for a job. And no, this isn't a movie. In 2009, Anthony Curcio spent months studying the exact same armored car route. We need a brain to start this operation, so I am opening ChatGPT. First, I am grabbing my master prompt. I am pasting this beast directly into ChatGPT because we need obscure, highly engaging true story ideas. ChatGPT immediately spits out 3 absolute bangers. The heist story where the robber asks for a job, that is the one that has viral written all over it. These prompts are in a Google Doc that I've left in the description. Now we build the architecture. I am grabbing my second prompt, the script prompt, and I am adding in the title from our idea into the placeholder in the prompt. ChatGPT takes that raw story and constructs a fully fleshed out 5-column table. It is basically directing the entire video for you. We need to generate the actual assets now. I am copying my AI image creator prompt and pasting it into the exact same ChatGPT thread. ChatGPT analyzes our 5-column matrix and starts spitting out incredibly clean, ready-to-use image prompts. Let's look at our script. The first line, we need 2 scenes, one for the guy robbing the armored truck and one for the job interview at the bank. So we firstly need our character. I am heading over to Flow. Grab it through the link in the description. We are generating our main character asset. I click New Project and drop in the prompt for a robber on a green screen background. I am setting the aspect ratio to portrait, 9:16, because we are dominating the short form feeds. I hit generate and boom, we get options. I am grabbing the one with the black hoodie and mask. It is solid, but it is not viral yet. By the way, if you're outside the Creator Rewards Program regions, you won't make any money. To get around this, I have accounts in the video description. We now need to add the MS Paint style drawings to him. So I'll ask the AI to just change his face to an MS style balaclava. The AI gives us that, but it isn't perfect. You can still see his face behind the balaclava, so I'll tweak it once more. He also needs a prop to sell the story. I make sure the AI knows to make the gun and the full face in MS Paint style. Instantly, the character goes from a generic AI robber in a hoodie to a viral character we can use. This is exactly what we want. I am smashing the download button in the top right, selecting the original size to keep the quality absolutely crisp, and saving it to my drive. I'll summarize this as it takes a while. You can see I've fast-forwarded the process, but you need to generate all your characters for each scene. You can see this is my character for the job interview, for example, and then you need to generate the background images. Just paste in the background image prompt you got from ChatGPT, or make one yourself. So for each scene, we have our character and our background visual. Alright, so just go ahead and generate all your scenes. Now we need to make sound effects and voiceover. Head to 11 Labs, paste in your ChatGPT script, and you now need to pick a voice. I'll go with Brian, so just hit generate on this, and that's your voiceover done already. Now let's make some sound effects. Head to the sound effects tab of 11 Labs, and we need to start imagining what happens in each scene. So for the first scene, which is a preview of the robbery, I want a sound effect of a gun cocking, for example. So I'll prompt for just that and download the best of the 4 sound effects we get. Next we have the job interview, so I think some distant office chatter would be good. So I'll go with just that. Prompt it in, pick the best one, and download. Now just do this for all your scenes, and you're golden. By the way, if you want to get access to the best niches before I showcase them on YouTube, my private community is the best investment you'll make. Try it. You never know if the niches in there could change your life. Time to stack it all together. I am opening CapCut, link in the description. First, I am dragging my finalized 11 Labs voiceover track right onto the timeline. Now we need to remove the dead air. To do this, hit B on your keyboard to use the splitting tool and start cutting all around the dead air in the timeline. Then press A to bring up the select tool. Delete the dead air and drag all the voiceover sections together. Then, I am grabbing all those generated background images we made earlier and dropping them onto the layer directly above the audio. Now, we sync. I am manually trimming the edges of every single image clip so the backgrounds switch exactly on the beat of the voiceover. Pacing is everything. Obviously you'd have more scenes than me, I just have less so I don't repeat myself for ages. Now for the magic trick. I am dragging our green screen image of the robber onto a brand new layer, right above the backgrounds. I go over to the right panel, smash video, hit remove BG, and activate the chroma key. I grab the color picker, click on the neon green, and crank that intensity slider up until the green is completely wiped from existence. I scale him down, drop him onto the street level of the background, and suddenly he is actually living inside the scene. Now I'll show you how to make this effect where he bursts onto the scene, and it's super easy. Firstly, position the robber where you want him to appear on the screen, and move the playhead slightly away from the start like I've done. Now you need to head to the top right, and click this diamond symbol to make a keyframe. Now move the playhead to the start of the image, and we're then going to drag our character off the screen. Now you can see we now have this clean animation. But static images are dead media. We need camera movement. I am jumping up to the effects tab, hunting down the shake effect, and dragging it onto our character. I am turning the speed and strength way down. I just want that subtle, raw, handheld camera vibe. It makes the AI feel human. Now let's create a walking effect, as this is a super popular one you'll use when making these videos, and the job interview scene is perfect for this. So get your character that's made for the job interview and do the same green screen removal process we've just done. Now, to make the walking effect, position your keyframe at the start, and then scale him down a bit, and also slightly out of frame like I've done here. Now go forward a bit on the timeline, and add another keyframe by moving and scaling him up a bit. Now we have this motion. It looks good but not perfect, so let's fix it. About a third of the way through, change the rotation by a few degrees, like so. Now go another third through, and add the same rotation, but in the opposite direction, like so. Now at the end, set the rotation back to 0. Now when I play this clip, it looks a lot smoother. I'll fast forward this part, but I'm just adding a bit more rotation and movement throughout the scene. Alright, I'll fast forward this part, but I'm adding in the rest of our characters and their motion. Basically imagine what your character would be doing in those scenes, and add it to your video. Now we need to add in the sound effects we made in CapCut. Just layer them in below the scenes we created them for, so the gun cock for the start, the chatter for the job interview, you get the point. Next, we need captions, because nobody listens with the sound on initially. I am clicking the text tab, hitting auto captions, and letting CapCut generate the track. But standard white text is a death sentence for your CTR. I am diving into the text templates and grabbing a hyper-aggressive, bold, yellow and white style. It snaps onto every subtitle automatically. I'll also position this at the top of the screen so it doesn't ruin our scenes. To make the robber pop even harder in the climax, I am clicking the background image, hitting the adjustment tab, and increasing the saturation slider. It gives the whole scene more vibrant, cinematic look. I'll also increase the vignette to keep the viewer focused on the center of your screen. The last thing we'll do is add audio. Head to the audio tab and add in a dramatic violin track to increase the tension of the video. Once it's in place, head to the top right and lower the volume to around -25 decibels. That's the video ready, so you can now export it.